Oh my gosh, I was muted the whole time. That's crazy. There's so many settings on OBS, I hate it. That is crazy. I was talking for the last 10 minutes by myself. Thanks, Peter. You're the best. Yeah, so what I was saying was that we got a nice reversal on the 1 minute down here. Pretty solid push and pull. You can see we've been pushing and pulling. We got the reversal. Now what we may be looking for is just the continuation. So on the 4 hour, we're waiting for reactions to this previous bullish and bearish close. Same on the 2 hour, same on the 1 hour. And then on the 30, it's a little more sloppy, but it still looks pretty good. And that's what we're looking at. And we're not just looking at that because of gold. We're also looking at that because of DXY. What is DXY doing? DXY is crazy bearish right now. Yeah, DXY is super crazy bearish. We are reacting to some levels potentially, but I don't think that's too much to worry about. Yeah, so since DXY is so bearish, we know gold is probably going to be super bullish. So all we're waiting is just for that pullback, just for that good entry. And I'm not focused on getting into a trade, I'm focused on getting a good entry, because if I just got in now, that would suck. I would lose a lot of my target. And so I'd rather just not get into this trade if it doesn't come down to entry versus just getting into a trade to make sure I don't miss the move. So that's what I'm waiting for. Like I said, I already took a good trade this morning, so I'm not worried about getting into another trade right now. I'd be way more happy just waiting for a good setup. It is only 8 minutes into the candle though, so we do have plenty of time to come back down. But if DXY starts flipping again, that might be hard to do. So we're gonna have to see how it's going. I guess this would also be, if it comes down in the next 5 minutes, this would also be a 15-minute reaction to these levels. What would be great to see is this next 15 minutes, if it comes down with no top wick, and then it reverses and we get the top wick. That would be awesome. Yesterday we had lots and lots of range-bound New York, and I wasn't used to it. And the shift already happened by the time I started trading at, when was it? Around 9. The shift already happened. So I missed the trade. And I wasn't used to range-bound New York. So I didn't look for a continuation. I could have entered here. I know people who trade the same strategy who did. People entered here, and I just wasn't used to it. So I'm trying to make sure not to repeat that today. Learned from yesterday, you can see it's still range bound, and we made the move. It looks very, very, very similar, just not as range bound. Got the low, got the high, got the retests. Continuation now. So I'm just looking for the continuation. You can see it was the same thing yesterday. There was the range bound, the move, the retest, the continuation. Just trying to make sure I get that chunk. reasons why this may not work out is because DXY is at a level, so it could reverse. Besides just reversing, it could also, just be reacting to some levels up here on gold also. It may just be doing a full reversal. But we're gonna have to see. Alright, I think I'm gonna open Discord to the community now. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello, hello.
How are you, Lucas?
Sorry?
How are you doing?
Fine, fine.
Nice.
Some open trades, which is reversing. How are you doing? Do you stream today?
Yep, I'm live right now. You're on stream.
Okay. Because I wondered because I didn't make an announcement.
Yeah, I just completely forgot. Yeah, that was my first time forgetting. Hey Max, you here?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Going pretty good. I took the trade this morning, the bullish trend move up. So I'm pretty happy with today already.
Oh, sweet.
What do you think of this 4-hour type 2, 2-hour type 2, 1-hour type 2?
I think I'm gonna take it as well.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty clean. DXY is just going crazy right now.
Yeah.
It is possible to get like a full-on reversal, but I doubt it. I mean, surely the momentum carries. If not, I'll learn. Yeah, I just don't want to
What's up, guys?
Is that my limit order? No, I'm just gonna manually put it in a trade in right now. What?
Are you guys
What's this?
buying on the type 1 or the type 2? The 2
Yeah.
hour? 4 hour? Yep, I just got my entry.
My demo? I don't have no demo. What is happening to my Hugos?
How do you know at what point you enter? Are there any rules for you? Or
Yeah, so you see where that bullish and bearish close was on the 4-hour, 2-hour, and 1-hour? On gold. We're just, once it touches that close, we're taking the trade.
okay.
I'm gonna have to relog into Hugos. Man, I missed this trade. How did I miss this trade? I must have logged out by accident when I
I mean,
closed it
the
last time.
entry is lower right now, so you can get a better entry.
I don't even remember my stuff. My login.
The only thing I don't like about this is DXY is starting to flip against us.
Yeah, I
Kind of
know.
reacting to an area of interest.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a little tough if it starts to want to reverse.
guys?
What's up? How are you?
Bing chilling, man. Bing chilling.
It's not looking so good right now.
It's not. I put my stop below another area of interest, so like the 1 minute lows.
I might stop down there too, but expecting more of a reversal right now. Oh, here we go.
Well, maybe Hugo's way saved me. That's nice.
Looks like it did. I haven't gotten stopped out quite yet. It's getting pretty close though. Insanely close. Pretty sure this is gonna stop me out here. There we go.
Wow. Just straight down. Imagine it reverses now and it starts to go bullish.
That's what it did last night during Asia session. Did the exact same thing, and honestly, it looks very similar too. Around 9 o'clock last night. Let me see.
Well, I'm happy I got saved, but I'm not going to be able to take any trades today. I think Hugo's way, my broker, is just down.
Joker's down.
Yeah, it's not working.
What was our error there? I think our error was DXY. DXY was totally reacting to an area of interest.
I'm trying to think if stops also could have been helped. Better stop placement.
I mean, where would the stop placement have been?
Yeah, we
All
put
the
it
way
at.
down there at the bottom.
I guess not. We put it at an area of interest and below 1 minute lows. I don't know what else. Yeah, what else we could have done.
Like, how much lower would we really have gone?
Yeah, nothing.
No.
Yeah, I think you're right. Learnings is probably, if we can, like, it dicks why we probably should have waited for it to start flipping bearish again.
Problem was DXY was at an area of interest. It'd be one thing if DXY was probably continuing to dip,
True.
like it's free falling, but in all honesty, seeing that reaction, I don't know. I was watching Tom's trades last night while he was trading the second hour of Asia, and like his thought, I don't know, the type 3 that he took isn't even a real type 3.
Yeah.
It's just like literally a scalp, just seeing how DXY reacts to a certain area versus gold, and then he just scalps whatever direction. Like he was literally looking at taking sells.
I know. Yeah, it's
And within 1 minute it was buys.
Yeah, he's insane right now because it's mostly just intuition. Like DXY is for me is pretty hard because sometimes it was like a 30 minute delay, sometimes it's a 10-minute delay, and sometimes it's like exactly 1-for-1. And
Well, I kind of was watching it just to see, and I think Asia totally different.
is it?
Like, yeah, the price action was for being in Asia, like that time frame, it was
Yeah.
insane. The amount of volume that came through within like a 1 minute candle, we typically don't even see that during New York. Now, overall, the volume's higher, like the pip difference is larger. but
Uh-huh.
the comparison of like the amount of volume in a single candle compared to what's been going on for the past hour was crazy. 9 o'clock candle open. It was 9 p.m. 9 p.m. candle open. So second hour of Asia, 4-hour candle. It just didn't look anything like what I'm used to in New York. So I was thinking about trading it because I was like, man, that might actually work for me. I could start trading, but I think I'm gonna have to learn how a whole new session reacts.
Thoughts on Donvo negative RR? Is Donvo losing?
I think he means negative risk to reward. So like
Oh,
he's making
in
less than
general.
one per trade.
Yeah. Yeah, it's retarded. I don't know how he does that.
You gotta have such a high win rate, like such a high win rate.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't even know how. Like, I know his strategy, but I don't know how he knows how to place a stop loss. It's so low. Like, how is he sure it's gonna reverse? He'll be like, it'll be like 70% down his stop loss before he almost gets exited out, and he's still like, yeah, it's gonna go back up, and then he doubles in his position. It's just insane.
There's some guy in Tom's Discord and under member wins posting his paper trades, and his stop losses are so tight.
I know.
Like, Spack Jarrow, yeah, Jack Sparrow, Spack Jarrow. He flipped the name, but I don't understand. I don't think he's live trading this because with spreads, this is not possible. I mean, maybe it is. I'm just so confused as to where. I really want him to live trade and show us that it works live trading because he's like, dude, I made 10 R for the day or 24 R.
I
He said
know.
24 risk to reward. I was like, that is not, dude. I would
Yeah,
love
he
to
said
see
he
that
was
live.
at work. He looked at it afterwards. He wasn't live on it. Looked at it afterwards after work was done for him. So he didn't take those trades.
Exactly. I couldn't take the trades because I was at work, but it would have been a solid 24 R.
Yeah, but it's
What was his name?
Back Garrow.
cap.
It's in member wins. I don't believe him.
Yes,
I
that's
like
true.
to, he's saying he can do it live, but I don't believe him.
Yeah. I stopped posting on there just because I started realizing that it's mostly a spot for people to like gloat about and fake trades they didn't even take. Yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday. It's like I don't even really want to post trades on there anymore.
I was posting some of them, but I feel like if you're not going to post your losses,
Yeah,
then don't post member wins. Like, your losses should also be in that same area. If you're not posting both of them, then you shouldn't post anything.
exactly. I wish that he had a spot for losses. That'd be awesome. I'd talk in that chat so much more than talk about the winning trades just because it's so much easier to learn there.
To be honest, I'm looking at the charts right now, and depending on what DXY does, if we can get a shift, we might have possible 4-hour type 1. But we're going to have a type 3 entry as well.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's take
DXY is
it
coming up
hard.
to react to another level soon, so maybe it reverses fully, maybe not. Hey, I'm happy I didn't get into that trade.
Broker's looking out for you, man.
Yeah. I don't know much about brokers, honestly, but I do know I like Hugo's way a lot. Because the customer service I had when I was first learning how to use brokers, they were really nice. And I feel like that's really rare for a broker.
I All right, so I guess while we're waiting for a trade, I'll ask a maybe stupid question. So areas of interest, right?
Yeah.
I have quite a lot plotted out. Like I've got so many in my chart just because every day goes by I add more, and I'll typically go and delete some of the lower time frame ones every day, just because they're less relevant because they're further back.
Yeah.
Do you guys do the same thing, or
Like-
are we typically like I'll keep my dailies, my 4 hours, my 2 hours, my 1 hours, and then sometimes I'll go in and just change the 15-minute, 30-minute ones to more recent. Is that normal, or are you guys typically recharting everything?
I rechart
each
every
day?
day. I used to do what you did, but like after my mind started taxing and taking too much energy from trading. Like I was like, oh my gosh, there's a level here and a level here and a level here. So instead, I just decided daily to look at it with a fresh new pair of eyes.
That makes sense because I was thinking the same thing after looking at Tom's charts that he posts,
Yeah.
because he'll have ones where it's like, okay, these are the fresh levels for the day.
Yeah.
And you just plot out what you're looking at for that day, and that's it.
Exactly.
So I think that's what I'm going to start doing as well. I honestly think...
Do you have more than I do? More lines than I do?
Yes. I've got a lot of boxes too. I do a lot of boxes.
Yeah, I
I like
was,
boxes instead of lines, but...
yeah, I know what you mean. Like I should have definitely put a 30-minute box here. I was thinking about doing that, but it just looks messy in my opinion. Like it came down to touch this 30-minute spot, you know? Like this box would have helped.
Well, the thing too is like with boxes, I draw mine too big a lot of times because
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I take it from the body to the bottom of the wick, so it's the whole area. So I'm like, anywhere in this zone we can get a reaction, but I feel like that's too big because I compare them to some of Tom's boxes, and Tom's boxes are typically relatively small compared to mine.
I mean, yeah, the goal is to make it as small as possible. Yeah, something else I do, if I ever do feel like I have a lot of lines, but I have to have them because I think they might be useful, is I make them darker so they're not as noticeable. So like anything below 2 hour, I make them really dark because I don't think about them too much.
That's smart.
That's helped me a ton.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I'm excited for next month. I think next month we kind of... This month's almost over. We pretty much have...
Yeah.
5 more trading days?
7. No, trading days we have 5, yeah. 7 more days till next month though.
I think I've got less than that because my broker, when contracts expire, they won't let you trade for like the day before and the day of contract expirations. They won't let you open new positions, which is really stupid in my opinion.
That is really silly.
Yeah, the 28th is the expiration date, so that's Sunday. So, well, I'm hoping they let me trade on Friday. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Last time it was in the middle of the week, and then I couldn't trade for 2 days. So it was stupid. I think going into next month, applying what we've learned and continuing to be strict with the trades, because to be honest, that trade that we plotted out this morning was not very strict.
It wasn't the strictest, no.
And to be honest, I hopped in before I even hopped on the call, so I did the same thing without even I wasn't on live, I wasn't on anything. I had it plotted up on my chart, and I had the limit order ready to go. I hopped in the call, and it's like, oh, I just filled my entry. So I did the exact same thing that you did, but no DXY confluence, and then no true type 3. It was, I mean, it wasn't even like a range to a continuation. It was just like we already had a bullish trend. So I think if we just keep, because I've noticed on all my trades, if I go look at my journal. Everything that I have that's been very strict, like everything lines up, has been very, very good trades. And
Right, yeah.
typically, the trades only last about anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes
Exactly.
because we're trading New York. So it's in and out really quick. I do get a good bit of wins during like the 4th hour of New York, which is
Oh, yeah.
really, really weird. So around 1 to 2 o'clock. So I think I'll continue to look for trades around, like, majority of my wins here are
Yeah.
at 9.
I don't know why, but like, I feel like New York is the worst time to trade the strategy. But like before New York, like around the like 1 hour before it opens, 7, yeah, that 2 hour candle, 1 hour before New York, and then what you said, 1 o'clock, which is the 4th hour. Those 2 hour candle opens create so many like good setups for some reason.
Yeah, I'm looking at my journal here, and majority of my decent wins, for me at least, they're coming from the 4th hour, so 1 o'clock, and that 9 a.m. like open. And from looking at it, a lot of them are like, it's either directly at 9 a.m. or right after, like 9:30. So definitely that first hour is pretty. It's
Did you
decent,
get-
but I feel like it has to be more strict. Like you've got to have all.
Yeah,
everything
that's what
lined up.
that's what me and Max are trying to work on. Well, actually, Max is really good. Max only takes like 2 trades a week, and then
Max, have you passed your account yet?
Oh, bro, I took a trade yesterday. It was so bad I almost cried.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I looked
But,
into it after you showed me. It wasn't a good trade.
I got lucky though because I messed up my lot size, so I only risked 0.6% instead of 1.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
I got lucky in my bad trade.
Like or I don't like prop firms because of the mentality that they can produce. Because you're like, oh, dude, I'm only 1% away from
Yeah.
hitting this, but I don't know.
Yeah, I fully agree with
Yeah,
that.
bro. And like I was 1% away. Now I'm 2.5 away because of that.
I think
It's
the
just
best
like
thing
you're so close.
you can do is treat it like paper trading and detach yourself from the monetary value altogether.
Yeah.
Like I passed the 100K challenge from FTMO a while back. I stopped treating it like money halfway through. The problem was when I got the real account, I also stopped treating it like it was real money. Like I made 30K from it, but I got to the point after that where it was like, this isn't real money. And that caused me to start going overboard on risk, if that makes sense. So like it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like if you're like, oh, this is just paper trading. I might make some money from this at some day. But I don't know. I had that account for a couple months. It was good while it lasted. But yeah, I was too busy at that time to continue. But I'm trying again. And yeah, just treating it like it's not real money seems to help me quite a lot. My risk, because I started it back up and I was risking way too much, and then realizing, okay, this is just paper trading.
Yeah, I remember when I was on my win streak, I was entirely different than what I've been trading now. And Max called me out for it. Like he was telling me how I was too focused on winning. I was focused on reasons why I could win and not focused on learning anymore and stuff. And I realized that was true. And I was thinking back to the paper trading days when I just didn't care if I won or lost, and I only cared about learning. And those were like the good days. Those were the days when I was actually winning more than I am now. Just detaching yourself completely is the best thing.
Yeah, a lot of it's not strategy based, like everyone makes it seem like, oh, this is
Yeah.
the strategy. And if that was true, then you could just take Tom's strategy and make an algorithm out of it. And
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, Buddha, I didn't have chat up. My bad. I'm so bad with keeping chat up. Are you gonna stay in Tom's premium Discord next month? Yes. Yes, I am. Well, actually, this is my second month. I thought I was gonna like get out of it, but I mean, he also just got the course, so I want to finish all that. But I mean, honestly, maybe this community is worth $100 a month. I think the community I built is pretty strong, so I could just replace it, but I think that it's just overall best to stay in for another month or two. And you also said I should use SMC structures and fair value gaps indicated by Ludo. It helps identify change of character and break structure. Find it useful for DXY. Oh, that's awesome. I'll look it up.
man, that 1 hour candle looks crazy.
Yeah, this is actually pretty sweet. See, I don't care about the fib. What do you think about Fibonacci? Have you ever like looked at it?
No.
It did. It's a good confluence.
I've done it in the past. The golden pocket seems pretty decent, but I think it plays out a little better on higher time frames.
Yeah, I agree.
Still heavily intuition based, stuff like that. Like you can't just use that by itself. You do
Mhm.
it's almost just like support and resistance.
Exactly.
That's all it is. It just marks up some support and resistance, and then it gives you like. I mean, I kind of. I don't know. That was like 6-7 years ago when I was looking at all that nonsense.
Yeah, every time like I learn a new strategy through and through, it's literally just the same thing. Liquidity zones, order blocks, support and resistance, areas of interest, they're all
It's
just
a
bots.
different way it's marketed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most of the time they even line up, which is kind of crazy. So just
You
different
said
way.
7 years ago? How old are you?
23.
I thought you were like 30. It was like, huh?
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
What about market structure from Lux Algo? Let me check that out.
Yeah, I was saying market structure from Lux Algo is like a decent one too. I think it's if you look up Lux and then
There's a
or just
couple.
market structure. It's gonna be the Chotch and BOS one
Okay, sweet.
by Lux Algo. That one's pretty decent and it's really clean. I don't know how it compares to the one the other guy in the chat recommended, but
Let's see if they stay the same. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. Actually, they're a little different, but
I just know the one by Luxago is very clean. I've played with it in the past before, and it's decent. EXY is tanking. Look at a higher time frame.
Bro, I wish we could get that retest.
Yep, it tapped you guys out. Did you get into the trade, Max?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, it tapped you out.
Good, good,
Yeah.
good. I was
Just
gonna say.
reverse. You called it.
I
Looks
took
just
a
like last
solid
time.
one. I don't know if you saw what I posted in general yesterday, but I had a solid one last night with DXY Confluence, or yesterday evening at 1 o'clock.
Did you post it in member ones?
No. I posted in general in
Oh, okay.
Discord. It's a 30-minute type 1, 1 minute type 3, and DXY Confluence. Roughly the 1 o'clock open basically.
Oh, that was yours. Yeah, I saw that. That was a good trade.
It came back down to break even and then bounced right back off and break the TP. So those ones take longer. On my
Yeah.
journal, everything I've charted, it's like, I mean, you go from market open trades taking 5 to 10 minutes to any trades at like 1 o'clock, you're looking at like a 25, 30-minute trade. And then Tom says his take roughly an hour, but every single trade he's posted in Tom's charts, he's in and out in like 5 to 10 minutes.
He's definitely changing his style in the last month or two.
Yeah.
Like I mean, it's not. I don't think it's bad because obviously he can change. It's good for us that he's learning other things, but like he definitely doesn't trade the strategy he taught anymore. I feel like the amount of times I see him take a brick structure is like isn't even half his trades anymore.
Yeah. But it's interesting to see how it's evolved and how much intuition based it is based off what he's seen in the past.
Yeah. I don't know if I could ever get there, honestly, because I'm someone who needs hard rules for my psychology, you know? So like if I were to get that far and not have to take certain setups anymore, it would have to be documented, like this is what it looks like, you know?
Well, I feel like he still documents it. There's no way he doesn't. I can't
Yeah, I'm
imagine
sure
him
he
not documents it.
I'm sure he still does, but like I wonder like how does he like because he doesn't do a type 3 anymore, so is it what does he put, like maybe just I don't know. I'll just have to look at it. Holy cow, wait, what?
Bogey.
Is there news? Oh yeah, there is news today.
No. At 9:45?
Yeah, right now there's news.
It's not red folder, is it?
Yeah. Are you on Folks Factory?
Flash manufacturing PMI, Flash services.
Yeah, I didn't-
Press conference at
I
10:30.
checked this morning. I didn't think there was news.
Hmm. 8:30 tomorrow, 8:30 on Friday. I mean, we're good for the rest of the day then, but I'm looking at my journal and I mean, I don't know if you guys have anything logged, but I don't seem to have really any trades around 10 o'clock.
Yeah, same. 10 o'clock is a dead spot for me. And I actually have, I think, 1 or 2 trades documented, but they're both losses.
I have one at 10, and it was. Well, let me see. My computer stopped by.
Actually, I don't have any at 10.
It was a win.
Oh.
It wasn't a great win though.
Yeah.
And then I also have one at 11 Only one though, and it was
Yeah,
a loss.
it was a loss.
It was a loss at 11. Yeah.
Yeah, I have
So,
2 losses at 11. So I actually don't have any trades at 10. I thought I did, but I didn't. So I don't. I mean, they just nothing comes around at 10. I feel like the move already played out. So if anything, you're just looking for a continuation. And then not just that, it's only a 1 hour open candle, so you're not getting any 2 hour, 4 hour setups.
True. 1 o'clock would be New York 4th hour, right?
Yeah,
Am I doing that math right?
yeah, I think you're right. Yep. Wait, I think that's 5th.
Really? 9:30 to 10:30 is 1.
9:30 is NYC open. New York starts at 8. 8 a.m.
Oh, I count that as 0. NY1 would be open. Because in Tom's other charts, he has A0.
Oh, is that how he counts
A1
it?
is open.
Is that how it
Yeah.
works?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
so-
that's considered pre-market.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that's why he starts at 0.
So New York officially starts at 8 a.m. EST, right? So that means 8 to 9 is 0.
Yes, I think. Well,
Oh.
technically, it's 8:30 is pre-market. I mean, it probably depends on who your broker is, but
I guess that's true. That's also weird. Like, what the heck? That markets start at different times for different brokers and stuff. That is weird.
I've always been told pre-market starts at 8:30. Well, let me look it up. That's what I used to trade. Would be 8:30.
How long have you been trading for?
Pre-market generally happens at 8 a.m. Well, I started a little bit when I was 14, on and off for like 3-4 months, and then I stopped. And then,
So like, not including stopping time, just including the months you actually did trade. How long has it been?
maybe a total of a year.
Okay, so we're not too far off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I just started back up. It's been like a month since I started back up, so probably about a year in total. But I
So,
took like it's been sporadic. Like I'd do it
Yeah.
for like a couple months, stop for a year or two, you get back
Oh,
into it
okay,
for a
yeah.
couple months.
Puda on YouTube says he finds that London session is better than New York session. Yeah, honestly, I feel like anything is better than New York session for the strategy. It's just in the morning for me, and if I'm not productive in the morning, my whole day goes to waste.
I don't know. Go look at the Asia session close, or the Asia session
Yeah.
9 p.m. It didn't follow any, like, all the type 1s and 2s and stuff. It didn't follow any of those. It was so bad. When I looked at it, it was completely different. I don't know. Maybe it was just the day, but
So like 2100 EST.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did it create the bottom wick or top wick first for that? Bottom wick, right? Yeah.
there was like a possible 4-hour type 1, 2-hour type 1. And there was like some 1 hour. It was just terrible. If you look at like the type 3 that Tom took, it's not even a type 3. It was just a scalp. So it could have just been a bad day.
He told me
but-
not to reveal anything for members, but I feel like it. Oh well. He can just ban me if he doesn't want me to show stream Tom charts.
Well, it's one thing if there were like 100, 200 people, but I think there's only a couple.
Yeah.
One being me. So
Right then, the board of you. That's it, bro.
Yeah, so like 2 of you guys are already premium. One, I'm not sure if Puda is. Puda, are you in the premium? Yeah, that's not even a type 3. That is a crazy wick though. A crazy candle. wonder if he journaled it as a type 3. I mean, okay, it technically is. Technically, right? It's just not clean.
Okay, so far my win rate's about 60%. But if I filter it to just New York Open, or New York 1, so from 9 a.m. to 10, and then New York 4, so 1 o'clock, my win rate goes up to 70%.
Yeah, honestly, like, okay,
I don't know if I have enough data though, but
yeah, that's also fair. I only have like 13 trades now. It's not enough data to know anything. I wouldn't say I have enough data till I have like 25 trades. But I'm gonna be a hypocrite when I say this. But I think that honestly, like, I think you trade too much.
probably do.
Yeah, like, I don't even think it's that you trade too much. I think you just trade too many setups. Like, I don't know. I feel like you just need to like really refine. Like, obviously you can be a crackhead a little longer if you want to get more data. There's no harm in that. But
well, that's what I mean by being more strict with the setups.
yeah,
That's what I'm trying for. So I'm still not strict enough, but I'm getting better.
yeah, this trade definitely wasn't strict. DXY would have had to. If DXY was still continuing bullish and no pullback yet, or like it broke through, it did a little pullback and then it started breaking through, that would have been a great trade. Okay, so this was a 5-minute type 1. The trade he took.
Thing is, I never see any 5 minutes at once play out on New York.
That's fair.
I don't know if you have any journal, but I don't.
I actually don't know if I do. I'm gonna have to look. It's a pretty ugly 1-hour scuffed type 2. It's pretty trash. 2-hour looks pretty trash too. 4-hour looks pretty trash. I wonder how the candle formed though. Because if it didn't have a top wick, then maybe this trade would have been really. Oh, it definitely had a top wick. Wait, did it? Wait, okay. Okay, 2100. Yeah, I don't know. He actually took it when he was creating the top wick. That's a weird trade. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out my Hugos. It's so retarded. Okay, do you think that there is any way for us to know to place our stop at those 30-minute levels?
No.
Yeah.
I don't even think that follows his regular strategy at all.
Yeah. Okay, what about stops at the 4-hour type 1? That's too big of a stop.
But then you're destroying your risk to reward. See, the way Tom does it, he would have just considered that a type 1 short entry right there and made money on the downside.
Yeah, I think
Looking at what he did last night, like getting a rejection on DXY in the area of interest at the same time, he would have taken that short. Seeing how quickly gold dropped from the top when it hit the area of interest and rejected, he would have taken that small little pullback and he would have probably shorted it instead of even looking for longs.
See, I think you're right. It's just so hard to build that intuition. Like, I mean, it was technically a setup, so it's like, and DXY has been bearish, so it's not, the trade wasn't technically wrong, you know what I mean? Like, we're in major
But-
uptrend.
Well, the
DXY 's
thing that's wrong, I think, is it wasn't was it really a type 3? Because we already, like, the real type 3 would have been at 8:30 after we hit the peak, and then we came back down and made a higher low. Because at this point, we're on our second higher low, and it'd be a continuation. It's not really a fresh.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't taking this thinking it was a 1 minute type 3 though.
I was mostly taking it based on the 4 hour and
Yeah, 4 hour,
the 2 hour, but even then, it's like.
Yeah, the 1 hour even had a little something. Because I mean, yesterday, when it was really range bound, there was the at 9:08, and then there's another one at, when is this? 9:41. I think this was a one, either 4 hour or 1 hour type. Yeah, okay, so it was a 4 hour type, no, sorry, a 1 hour type 1, a 2 hour type 1, and then it just continued down after the move happened before New York. I was just expecting something like that today, I guess. And I mean, it wasn't wrong to expect it, it just, our stop loss was wrong, we expected it at the wrong time. I don't know. I think I'm not going to worry about learning off that. Off of.
I think DXY was the learning.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
If you go look at DXY, I mean, if you look at the 1 hour chart, that's definitely an area of interest down there
Yeah.
on DXY.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can even pull it up on even say the 30-minute, and you'll see that's a heavy area of interest. You drop down to the 1 minute, and at that same time, you got a decent. Let me see, when was our entry here?
It was a pretty good pullback by the time we got in.
So even if you discount the pullback, what you're doing is you're buying gold as DXY is about to react to a key level.
Yeah.
So we would have probably wanted to see a major push through that level to break the lows before looking for buys, which we've gotten that now. Now we have that. You happened about 9:30, and we had a solid push below.
Yeah, exactly. It broke through around 30, 38, maybe 40. I wonder what gold was at the time. Pretty bullish already. Yeah, I don't. The learning is definitely DXY. Not gold. I don't think we did anything wrong with gold. I think it's just the DXY.
I think that was the problem because it there's no confluence there.
Yeah.
And it's also in a key area.
I think I'm gonna journal that because even though I didn't get into the trade technically, I 100% was.
You would have been in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm journaling it right now, taking some photos.
All right, though. I think that's gonna be stream. Bye, YouTube.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'll be back around 1 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, I might.
12:30, 12:40.
Yeah, it's so hard to fill dead space though. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next hour when I'm not taking a trade. So I'm just gonna end stream. Maybe I'll start up again in like 45 minutes or so if I see that charts is looking good, but don't expect it. I'll just announce it in my Discord if I'm gonna stream again today. But all right, bye YouTube.